guys, it is Teresa from Eat, Drink, and Be Skinny and the creator of the Clean and Colorful Solution. It's Monday afternoon. I think I actually did pretty good today. Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock. And I'm here today to talk to you about a simple tip or trick to make clean and colorful living easier for you. I do this every single Monday from my kitchen, and I come and I talk about generally the 4 universal diet truths that make up the Clean and Colorful Solution. Today I have for you one of my most favorite simple soups that I am making because it's dreary here, and when it gets like this, plus I'm coming off a big weekend, so when it gets like this, I feel like my immunity becomes like a little bit compromised, and it is time to just stuff my body with as many clean vegetables as I possibly can. So I have this roasted tomato soup that is actually one of the recipes in my 3-day detox. And we just made a huge batch of them last week. I just prepped and delivered 15 detoxes last week. So this recipe is like super hot on my mind, and it's so easy and it's so good for you. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew how to make it. So that's what we're talking about today. So it's only gonna take a couple of minutes too, it's super fast. But just to remind you, so I'm Teresa, the creator of the Clean and Colorful Solution. That being the concept that there isn't one right diet for everybody, but there are certain principles that are in fact right for everybody. And everybody who does these 4 things more often than they don't will look better, feel better, naturally have more energy, of course reduce disease, and maybe even lose some weight. So I want to help people. I have committed my life to helping people eat more whole food, so less stuff out of a can. I know it's really easy to buy canned tomato soup, but it's super easy to make it yourself too, and you can cut down all the sodium and all of the processing involved. Help people eat all 5 colors every single day, which is just the simplicity of learning how easy it can be to get more veggies into your life. Getting in a high quality plant-based juice or smoothie every single day, and then also exercising at least 21 minutes a day every single day. So those are the 4 things I want to help everybody do more often, and I come to you every Monday and I talk about one of them. So today we're kind of on sort of all of those, really, because this soup sort of fits in there. It's obviously unprocessed. It is clearly a red recipe. And even though I say have a juice or a smoothie every single day, the reason why I say that, that's in lieu of a traditionally processed meal or snack. But the reason why I say that is because, of course, you want to get less processed stuff out of your body. But you also want to get really dense phytochemical nutrient power into your body. And when you liquefy fruits and vegetables, it's easier for your body to absorb the nutrition. So these vegetable-based soups that I have that are a part of my detox actually fit that bill too. So I could say have a juice or a smoothie or a vegetable soup every day, but that just sounds kind of weird. So know that this recipe fits in there too. So let's say you couldn't get your hands on a juice or a smoothie today, but you had a batch of soup that you made yourself and you know isn't loaded with a bunch of saturated dairy fat and processed sodium, and some of those soups even have like high fructose corn syrup in them. I was looking the other day for some stewed tomatoes for a different recipe. Del Monte stewed tomatoes have high fructose corn syrup in them. It's so mean, right? So none of that is in this recipe. So all I want to do is show you how incredibly simple this is to do and all the clean ingredients that you need. So I just picked up a bag of these tomatoes. So of course tomatoes are on the Dirty Dozen, so if you can get them organic, you should. These ones aren't organic, so I just took some time to make sure I washed them really well. But organic, that is one of the ones that if you wanted to spend the money on organic, they'll have better nutrition, they'll probably taste a little bit better, but I was just running through the market today and I just grabbed those. And then you'll need half an onion, of any colored onion. This one's just a white onion. Some garlic, and some salt and pepper and some olive oil. That's it. That's all you need. And so all I did then was cut the tomatoes in half, and then the onion into like 1/8, and it's just half an onion. And you put them in the oven and you roast them at 450 for like 20 to 30 minutes. And then I just cover it like a tablespoon of olive oil, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Throw in your onions, throw in your garlic, toss it with salt and pepper, and then that's like it. And then all you have to do is take this and put it in the blender, and then add either a little bit of stock or a little bit of water or whatever. This is kind of a fancy blender, so it'll totally pulverize it, but the tomatoes are so soft you can do it in any blender that you have at home. And then you can just add water to make it to the consistency that you like. Obviously, the more water you add, the more hydrating it will be, which is a bonus also, and the more satisfying it will be. There's this thing with soups, like there's there's this liquid myth that like if you consume your calories in liquid, it's not generally as satisfying, but it doesn't hold true for soup, particularly warm soup. So if you actually have warm soup before a meal, people who do that, there's a couple studies that show it will actually consume fewer calories throughout the course of that meal and throughout the course of that day. So in addition to this being loaded with these tomatoes, which are full of vitamins like A, C, K, some crazy phytochemicals, that are flavonols, like carotenoids, big thing for lycopene, like those are all those anti-inflammatory, like antimicrobial, like cancer-fighting agents that really work. I call them your silent soldiers. They work on your behalf. So you're getting all of that in here. Plus, it's really soothing and it feels really good on a cold, rainy day. I'm in San Diego. We get like 3 rainy days a year, and today's one of them. So I want to make this. So you could roast the garlic in there. If you were feeling sick, you could toss like a couple garlic cloves in raw when you go to blend it. If you can handle the taste of raw garlic, only because garlic does lose a little bit of its medicinal property when you roast it. It tastes completely different. It's very delicious. That's my timer. My tomatoes are apparently officially done now. So that's it. I'm not going to take the time to put it in the blender because it blends for 90 seconds, and I think everybody has better things to do for the next 90 seconds than watch me blend up this soup. But take my word for it that it comes out looking just like that tomato soup that you could have dumped out of a can. And it'll make probably 4 servings. It'll have 50 calories per cup, only 3 grams of sugar because there's no high fructose corn syrup in here. A couple of grams of fat, a gram of fiber, a gram of protein. It's just a really well-balanced, yummy, satisfying, super duper health boosting. And I threw the word fat burning in there too, because why not? Like if it helps, it doesn't have a ton of junk in it, and it's gonna keep you from eating more stuff later on. This is technically a really good solution if you're looking to lose some weight. So that's all I got for you today. I'm going to post this in a blog post with the full recipe so you can make it at home. And you can do this with any vegetable. It doesn't have to just be tomatoes. You can do it with anything you have in the house. I was just in the mood for tomatoes today. And then I will also post the link in the profile for the free sugar training that I have coming up, how to naturally detox from sugar through clean and colorful living. That's going to be on January, I think it's the 19th. At 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is a completely free training. And then I'll also be talking about the next Clean and Colorful group challenge that I have starting on January 23rd. And that you need to get yourself in on because registration is probably going to open in the next week or so. So get yourself on the wait list so that you get the VIP pricing and you can secure your spot. Those are the fun things I have for you today. And then I do hope you make this soup. It's so freaking simple. It just took like 5 minutes to cut it up, not even that, and then 20 minutes, 20-25 to roast it at 450, and then the 90 seconds to blend it. And then you can just store it, reheats really well. It even freezes really well. But hopefully you'll get this in your kitchen, get it in your body, and experience not just the yummy flavor, but the health benefits of it. So that's all I have today. Until I see you again, I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. Bye-bye.